Hi Gemini, welcome to your week ahead taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. So a quick note about my tarot readings. They are for your sun, moon and ascendant sign. So whether you're sun, moon or rising Gemini, this is for you. I always advise everybody to watch all three of them so that you get a more complete picture of how these speak to you and which one you resonate with more, really. So with that said, if you're just passing through or you're a new subby, thank you for being here. For those of you that are continued subbies, you know I love you for it. And with that said, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit the subscribe button. So before we start, I'd like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you all on your path to your highest vibrational good. So for your key to the week this week, you have the Emperor card. What are you ready to make real? Because it looks like this week you are very focused on bringing something into actuality this week. It's like you're very focused on manifesting something or creating something in the world. This could be more abundance. It could be some new form or course of study that comes up for you, which is quite possible with the Emperor card as well. Very often as well, it sees you taking something almost like, not necessarily legal, but making it official, making it real. So it's kind of like this week, Geminis are bringing something into the world, but they're bringing it into actuality. So this week as well, you could be dealing with or working with or alongside authority figures, bosses, even fathers or, you know, husbands and stuff could feature for you over the course of this week as well. Now, with that said, please don't forget I have a new channel. It's all about relaxation, meditations and guided visualizations. You can find that in a link in the description box below. For your actions and options this week, you have the Star card, right? So this is about what you do, right? And for a lot of you, this could see you very focused. Some of you maybe even focused on cryptocurrency. Some of you could be focused on an online course of some sort, maybe one that you want to take, or maybe even one that you want to offer. There's a really strong sense here that this week you are building something or something that you are ready to kind of bring into actuality, but has a very technical, you know, almost like a technological based kind of energy about it. The other thing is as well, this week you're going to get a real glimpse of what it is that you're, you know, of all the things that you've been working on, how they're going to shape up, where they're going. If you stay on your current path, this is giving you a glimpse of, right, okay, I've done this. These are the results I've had so far, and this is probably what I'm going to get a whole lot more of later on. This could be a really powerful week for understanding where you might need to adjust, where you might need to change course. Given the fact that your ruler Mercury is currently retrograde in the sign of Aquarius, right? I think that kind of speaks to you guys as well. So it makes a lot of sense to me. For your communications and conversations, you have the Ace of Swords. It's like this week you are ready. There's something that you're really ready to kind of to make real. That's the only way that I can put it. It's like you're bringing something into the world and saying, right, this is done, it's ready, right? This is where I'm going with this. Like you've made a very firm and very solid decision. Your Ace of Swords as well, when it comes to your communications and conversations, watch out for communication this week, because it looks like a lot of you guys are going to be it looks like a lot of you guys are going to be communicating very clearly, or in a way that you think is very clear. And it may be as well that this week you really are speaking facts, but the way that it's met is kind of with resistance or maybe even a little bit of distortion. So it's just something for you to be aware of. Now, for those of you that work for somebody else, this is you chasing, you know, the next level, basically. For a lot of you, for a select few of you, this is where you are literally deciding that the work that you do now or the course of study that you're on now is no longer viable. It doesn't speak to you and you are ready to bring that to a close. For those of you that work for yourselves, own business, entrepreneur, solopreneur, this is about you now kind of saying, right, okay, this has brought me to this point, but it will take me no further. I've been having so many of those realizations myself this past week. So I can assure you, like, I really feel this one for you. The other thing is as well, this could be for a lot of you understanding what the skills that you have are and what the skills that you are lacking are as well, which is not a bad thing. You know, when you know what your strengths are and your weaknesses are, you can work on both of them. For those of you that are retired or no longer working for any reason, this is a new start when it comes to what you know. This is about you really gaining new skills. For a lot of you, this looks like you will be seeking some sort of what I would call academic qualification. It's going to be something that you work very hard on. So whatever you're pushing yourself towards at the moment is going to be something that you're doing for quite some time, which is, you know, is great. You can never learn enough, and as a Gemini, I'm pretty sure you know that. For your money and materials, you have the Seven of Swords, right? So remember what I was saying about distortion. This week, I would really look after your finances, look after your passwords, be very, very careful when it comes to your online presence this week. That Seven of Swords is not an easy card, and coupled with the Star card, that could literally be like an online challenge or issue, a lost password, you know, especially if you're into crypto and stuff, you know how costly a mistake like that can be. This is a week to be very, very careful with any of your online transactions, anything to do with that, especially your things to do with your banking, passwords, and anything to do with you know, like important documentation that is stored online. This is a week to really be careful with that stuff. I cannot stress enough. For your physical health and vitality, your Seven of Swords is come on brain, would be your skin. It would also be your nervous system as well. This is something to look after and look out for. And, you know, there's loads of ways to get around this. Like, listen to relaxing music, you know, no shameful puns intended for my new relaxation channel, but, you know, listen to good things, or you know, use essential oils is a good way, or you know, you can do self-massage. There's lots of self-massage techniques. There's loads of videos out there to help you find that will help you calm yourself down and speak to your parasympathetic nervous system. So also when it comes to your home and environment, this is a week, if you're anything like me, you're naturally forgetful, and because my brain is always so full of so much stuff, I always forget stuff, and so I am one of those people that even if I've locked the door, I will go back and check it, because I know myself for forgetting things. This would be a week where you absolutely security. I cannot stress it enough. This week, really protect your physical assets in home, but also your online assets and, you know, passwords and whatnot. For your love and relations, you have the Tower card. All right, so for those of you that are single, it looks like there is a big realization coming up when it comes to love. And for some of you, a select few of you, this is you making a decision about a person that has been or is a potential partner to you. This week you could come into and it will go either way. For some of you, you will be realizing, yes, this is the right person for me, and I'm willing to fight through the crap that I need to go through in order to make this person the one. Or this is it, you know what, actually I know now on that sort of mind heart level, this is not for me. For those of you that are in partnerships and relationships, I'm sorry to say there may be a challenge that comes up when it comes to the finances this week. So maybe there's something that you want to do that your partner doesn't support. Maybe there's something that your partner wants to do that you don't support. You're going to have to find a way, because if you don't talk this out, it will turn into one of you hiding it from the other, and that will, you know, that will definitely bring a Tower moment. So you just want to be aware of that. All right. For your full moon message, as we have the full moon in Leo this week, you have the Chariot card, right? So the message here is really, right, if you know you're already on the path to success, do you really need to speed up? Now, take a moment to consider what I just said there. If you know you're on the path to success, do you really need to speed up? right? It's like one of those, you know, when you see people on the motorway, you're already doing 80 mile an hour. Going an extra 20 miles an hour is really not worth the potential that could come up with it. All right, so just one thing to be aware of. And given the fact that this is highlighting or bringing something up with the full moon, this suggests to me that whatever is completing this week, whatever culminates for you this week, will culminate in your favor. So there is good news here. Yes, there are some challenges and some things you want to watch out for, but there is also good news here as well. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.